Haha. Okay, another one of those great videos demonstrating why, I know some of you guys out there, some of you guys and girls are not that picky about what you get in a diamond, especially with lab grown. So, whatever, I get it. And you can pick diamonds by the cheapest, and I'll help you along those lines. But for you guys and girls out there who are picky about how beautiful the diamond is and its light performance, you never hear the subject of light performance talked about in diamonds, nor the technologies used to determine and ascertain light performance. So this video is tailored not for you guys who are price shopping. If you're price shopping, we can do that. We can sell them as cheap as the next guy can, or less. But for you guys and gals who are particular about light performance, how beautiful the diamond is, whether it has too much windowing, which is common in emerald cuts and oval cuts. We're going to be looking at ovals in this video. So we're cherry picking for a client who put themselves in our care. I generally like to turn to GCal options in ovals. Not that that's even a 100% guarantee, because we have to look at the optical results of those GCal reports. But I'm helping a client with GIA graded ovals, and we called in, first we called in one. I thought I picked out an absolutely great one based on the graphics and the specs and everything else that we were looking at. And it was this one here. It's a 281 DVVS oval. Okay. Now I want you to note something. For those of you who have listened and learned about ASET technology, ASET, Angular Spectrum Evaluation Tool, in ovals, when we see this blue, this presence of blue across the belly or somewhere in the belly, it's indicative of a bow tie effect. But a bow tie effect would generally be blue across the entire thing. That would be an obvious bow tie. So when we got this in and I scanned it in and I noticed this big patch of blue under the table, it concerned me because I wanted to see how this was going to play out in real world observation. So if you're new to Distinctive Gem or Rhino, who I am, you know that I've carved a niche for myself on cherry picking diamonds with the best light performance, because at the end of the day, light performance is what determines the beauty of the diamond, even over clarity and color. You can get a D internally flawless and the diamond be butt ugly if the diamond is not reflecting light back to the eyes. Why do we buy diamonds in the first place? We want to look down on something that's going to be the most beautiful thing of its kind, not just for the rest of your life, but something you could even pass on to your children proudly. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this oval in practical observation. We acquired two. I was not going to put my client into this oval with these ASET results. Okay, when I'm picking, homie, don't play that game. All right. So we called in two other ovals, comparable in clarity and color. And this is another one. This is a 280 DVVS we called in. And see the pinks in the center? Okay. That's preferable. This diamond won't have a bow tie effect. It should not have an over darkness in the center. A little green happening over here. I'd prefer to see that red, preferably. These little bitty blues here, no big whoop. As long as it ain't no big solid blues going across the belly, we're okay. So we got these two. We're going to be comparing. So the 281 to the 280, and then look at this one. Ignore that sound. In fact, I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so these ASET results, this is working. Okay, beautiful saturation of reds across the belly. As far as ASET results go, this is what I like to see. Okay, if you notice in ovals, the concentration of reds and blues, or really primarily reds, are across the belly. So these constitute generally what you're going to see as the best standard oval brilliance on the market. There is a proprietary oval that we cut that has this whole entire thing saturated with red and blue, but it's a proprietary cut and one of our inventions here in the distinctive line of diamonds. But as far as standard oval brilliance go, this is going to be a good educational comparison. Okay, would I like to see more reds and blues in this area as opposed to greens? Sure, absolutely. But in oval brilliance, standard oval brilliant cuts, it ain't happening. Okay, I've tried it a million times to reinvent the oval brilliant to have great light performance throughout. But the truth of the matter is the north and south ends of an oval are cut on the shallow side, which is what produces all those greens and areas of light leakage as well. But it can provide for positive contrast in nice oval brilliance. All right, so enough with the techie data. On to the show. We're gonna do some comparisons, which we're going to see in natural daylight. It's a beautiful bright day here in New York, and we're gonna see in natural ambient daylight, which is the best lighting to observe brightness and contrast in, how these diamonds stack up to one another. Alrighty, so let's proceed. This is gonna be a fun one. Okay, here are, in this first lineup here, in the first thing that we're gonna see is the two, my left hand is the 281 that had that dark spot in the ASET. Okay, now, okay, you know, it doesn't show up always. You know, if I tilt the stone certain angles, you know, it may disappear and whatnot. But right in the face-up position, just like that. Okay, and now you may be saying to yourself as you watch this video, Rhino, you're being too picky. Well, look at the light performance on the right side of the diamond, and then that dark spot on the left. I don't care for that. All right, so, you know, listen, if you don't want me to be picky like this, then let's, you know, then we shop by price, although they could be even worse than that. All right, notice how this one here, you're not getting all that, you're not getting notable, obvious darkness in the face-up position. Okay, so this is the one that had good ASET results. Not the best ASET results that I look for, but still, I'd look at one like this and say, okay, this one will work. This will work. All right? I don't care for that. I don't care holding it up and seeing dark reflections reflecting back into my face. All right? If you know what I mean. Not when I can get that. All right? So I'm going to keep this one out, just for our point of reference and comparison, and I'm going to get the the other one. I think it was a 282. This is 281. This was 280. Yeah, the other one was a 282. All right, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with the other one. All right, so you know which one this one is here, don't you? You better after that. So look at this one. This is the 282. With the ASET results that are just off the charts. Awesome. And of course, this is going to be my recommendation. Beautiful bright reflections across the belly, a good distribution of brightness and contrast throughout the oval. She's kicking booty. This is looking good. All right. So we scored. All right, we scored here. This is the one. This is definitely the one we're going to recommend to our client. All right. The other one was okay. That 280 was okay. But the 282, hey, if we got a choice and they're price similar, then absolutely. All right. And this isn't a complete train wreck. There's a lot worse out there. There's ones with darkness going across the entire belly. No good. You know, there's ones that have no brightness across the belly and leak light. That's also no good. But we're jamming right here with this one, baby. All right, and that's it. This is why diamond vetting is necessary, okay? And the difference between distinctive gem incorporated and its competitors. We view all of this stuff, we test it for its optics, along with a host of other tests. We're going to be publishing our plethora of gemological tests, but light performance is among one of the most important. All right, and thanks for joining us today.